Hello and welcome to this short demonstration of my iFarm web application. This application is a full stack web app that was developed for Solita's Dev Academy pretask assignment, spring 2022. We were given the task of creating this farm data app where users could upload data files containing farm locations and data such as pH, temperature, rainfall that's measured on that location, and then users could search for this data, get some analysis done on that as well. So this is my solution for this task, and it's currently hosted on DigitalOcean cloud server for demo purposes. And when you enter this application, which right now is like the first run of we can imagine this as a first run of the application, so the database is empty, and your home screen is this globe where you, since if it wouldn't be empty, if there's any data in the database, you would see the farm locations on this map here. But since it's empty, we're not seeing anything here. So I can just hold the mouse button and drag and search this globe. But other than that, I really can't do much here before there's any data in the database. So the other thing that I can do is upload some data. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to select some files. We were given some data to use in the application, so I'm going to upload those 4 locations. It's going to take a moment here. So while it's uploading, I'm going to talk about the tech stack used for this web app. We were given a free choice to use whatever technologies we saw fit, and I chose to use full stack JavaScript. That means using the MERN stack, which stands for MongoDB as a database, Node.js and Express for backend, and then React for front end. Once the data is uploaded and it succeeds, it's going to automatically refresh the application, and we're back in the home screen here. And now you can see these boxes on the map here. When I rotate the globe, I can see, and when the mouse hovers over them, you get to see some basic information about the farm, name and location. So there's one there, there's one up here, partial tech, organic, and there's one here as well. So this is the kind of the map view here, which you can enter through this menu with the globe icon. So now we can go to the query builder, where we can actually query some data. So this is where the user builds the query, the data it wants to find, he or she wants to find. I'm going to open the location first by using this down arrow. I can select the locations here. So these will be included in the search. I could also filter these locations. If I start typing here like free, so it goes for that, Nora's, and so forth. If you would have a lot of locations here, you could use them. You could use the filter function. But right now there's just 4, so it's easy to just select them. There's 3 types of queries you can do for now. So the first is the granularity type. So I'm going to pick, you could pick day, month, or year for granularity. You can only select one. I'm going to demo the day one. Now I'm going to pick a metric. I mean, I could pick a lot of them, but the chart is going to be a bit messy if I pick all of them. So I'm just going to, let's say, pick the rainfall here. And I'm going to look for rainfall in the time period of January 2019. I know there's data between 2019 and 2020, so I'll just look for the month of about a month of data for rainfall in 2019 January. So I'm going to execute the query, and I'm greeted with this chart here, which shows the rainfall data. On the bottom here, there's the dates. So you can see the measurement points for that day. Starts with the 1st January and so forth. It keeps going until the end of the time period that I specified, which is the 2nd February of 2019. Yeah, I can hover over them to see the specific values over the data points here. On the bottom here, it shows that you're viewing the first location, because you can only view one location at a time, so the graph is not messy here. So I can cycle through the graphs with this arrow icon here. We can see the partial tech rainfall for the same time period, and NORAS and so forth. I could also view the data in a table format. So if I click on the data table, so this is all the data that the charts consist of, and it's arranged by the date here. So it starts on the first date and it keeps going down further the timeline, and all the farms are immediately in the table. So this is one type of query I could do. Now another type of query I could do is an average query. So this will overwrite the granularity. So it doesn't matter if I have any of these selected. If I'm going to pick one of the statistical ones, it's going to overwrite whatever query I had here. So I'm going to pick average. Now it's actually pretty nice to see all of the data here. I'm going to keep including all the locations, and I'm going to pick for a year of 2019 and a couple of months further. So I'm going to get the monthly average of all these metrics in these specified locations between this time period. So let's execute the query. Now I'm going to see on the bottom there's the months, so January 19, February 19, and so forth. If I hover over the data points, I can see the average metrics as well in numbers, what they were. Again, this is one of the locations. I can cycle through them with this arrow icon here. Table again gives all the data arranged by the months. So this is the second type of query I could do here right now. And the final one is the minmax. I'm just going to keep everything the same. So I'm going to see these metrics, the min-max values of those metrics between this time period in these locations. Okay, let's execute the query. I was in the table view before, so it's going to default to whatever I had before. Let's see the chart one. So the chart one, it's good, definitely could look better, but it is what it is for now. I can see the min-max values in between that time period. So these are the three metrics here. They're paired up, like there's the pH, then there's the rainfall, and finally there's the temperature. It would be nice definitely to see also dates here when specifically were these recorded, but yeah, so I can cycle through them again. If I hover over, I can see the numeric values, and the table contains all of the data again. So these are the three types of queries you can do. You can clear all the options if you want here, and then go again. If you leave everything empty, it's actually going to default the dates to current dates, but on the current date there's no data, so you're not going to see anything. So yeah, so this is what I got done in this pre-task. Thank you for watching, and